Alright everybody, welcome back into an 8 vs 8, this time on Supreme Isthmus. Let's take a look at the teams here. We've got, for the red team, the leader is Nyx Kelpie, spawning in the C lane position, coming in at 19 skill. Over on the blue team, same position, mirrored, is Natterzane, coming in at 20 skill. Myself in this match, I'm on the blue team and I am in the air position, going Cortex Air. We have Tapist in the tech position, LLT in the C position, Jituman, I guess, at the Geo, Kakody 1414 and Wizhard on the front lines, and then Mar in the pond. Over on the red side, we've got Venutoast and Jukestar on the front lines. Looks like we got one bot, one vehicle. Yev Thank You, or Yev TY, on the pond position. Ice on Skates is in the Geo position. The Pony Express in the C position. Glowmander is in the air position, and he is Armada. And then rounding out the last position is Potato Manners in the tech position for the red team. And as we can see here, Venutoast going for some very fast spam of grunts and grave robbers to get this reclaim in the middle. There is a lot of metal in the middle, like about 1.25k, and he's already eaten up a lot of that, and he just made a lot of spam in order to hold that, protect his reclaim here. Very, very fast rush, and he was able to do that because his pond player actually sent him 4 wins, so he didn't have to build any energy eco in the beginning. Just built one mechs, built the lab, and started spamming out units right away. It's a very common strategy on this map with this large metal claim in the middle. It also allows you with this spam, if you can get up and move in quick enough, you can claim these 4.3 mexes that are in the middle and try and set up a forward front line over here and keep these mexes that would normally be either under the other team or contested, because normally, you know, if you want to split it evenly, it's about here, and then these 3 mexes are usually under contention and getting blown up all the time. But if you can secure a farther front line, you're able to get more of these, and these ones are worth double what the rest are on the map. You can see they're communicating with each other here, trying to get positioning to go in and attack. Wizhard trying to set up some LLTs and a radar. You can see I had some Shuris here to try and lock down the enemy. The early shurikens really big difference on leaks trying to get through. If you can just lock down a couple of the units, it makes such a big difference. It looks like Venutoast and Jukestar are finally moving their commanders forward. Juke is going to be taking these 2 mexes. Venutoast is taking the mechs and then setting up some LLTs before taking the next one. We got more blitzes trying to come on through, as well as grunts. But these Shuris really helping out the efficiency here, because that was a lot of blitzes, and getting them locked down like that just makes the trade so efficient for the front line. Meanwhile, a couple medium tanks running through. Gonna get that max. Almost got, but didn't quite get this one, which is just sad. Another medium tank coming through. Jukestar missed his D-gun. Gets it the second time, though. Looks like we're stabilizing out a little bit as the LLTs come up for the red team. Don't have a lot of LLTs up at the front or anything to lock down the front for the blue team. Wizhard is just now getting up there. But there's already rocket bots out here for the pink commander, and those are going to make short work of that LLT. And there it goes. Just a lone medium tank. Not gonna make it through, just gonna donate some metal to the orange commander here. What are we doing on the seas here? It looks like red team is going to own the southeastern sea pretty much uncontested. The blue player did say beforehand he wasn't planning on trying to contest this sea. So the light pink commander here, Pony Express, is going to have just unfettered access to the waters. On the northwest sea, the red commander is getting into the water. The teal commander here that he's going up against, LLT, does have a lab and is pumping out units, and he also has control of the island. Has air defense and laser turrets set up to secure these 3 mexes that are up there. Nobody has the island on the southeast side, though. In the middle, rocket bots trading fire with each other. The blue commander's not really commanding his, so the trade is definitely going to go in the pink commander's favor there. Rocket bots are very, very marketable. I'm not the best at it, though, so I'm glad it's somebody else controlling them. We've got some artillery coming up to the front now with these shell shockers. They outrange all the other T1 units, so if they can get some shots to land, which is the tricky part, they have a very, very long hang time. They will help out. These blitzes go around the side. A couple get caught up on the corpses of their brethren. Looks like a few will make it. No, it's got to keep going. Keep going, Wizhard. A few will make it through. Is he going to get the mechs? He will get the mechs. That's 4.3 metal a second down there. Just very nice. If he can get down here and deal some economic damage. He's going to get another mechs. Wind turbine. Looks like he's going to get a few wind turbines. All this, it all adds up. It really does. Got enemy blitzes coming in. Oh, they're just rallied past, though. Keep going, Wizhard. And really, this also pulls a lot of forces back from the front line. Blue could really be using this time on. There they go. They're going to take out these LLTs up on the front while they were dealing with this. Now, Venutost, he ran his commander past this mechs to go run after one blitz as opposed to retaking this 4.3 metal a second. Which, I mean, when you're in the heat of it, it's really, really hard to make these decisions clearly. It's really easy when I'm watching in an observer mode and not having to control the units myself to critique. So I would not make that good of a decision, but I need to think about it that way so that I can start being better. Got some medium tanks. We're going to run into a bunch of medium tanks as well as Whistler and a Blitz. Doesn't look like they're going to get too much. There's definitely enough here to stop them. And they get cleaned up. We've pushed the front forward on the blue side, but nobody has moved forward to claim any new territory with either defenses or mexes. Well, it looks like the red commander here is trying to get up onto this island and grab these, but it is already taken. He's going to D-gun down an LLT. Still more up there, though. It's one way to do it, I guess. He's just going to claim it. Unfortunately, there is another LLT up here, so that didn't work out too well. But, well, I don't know. I don't know how he plans on doing it. I think he should just go D-gun. What do we got here? We got a Tsar in the middle. Looks like the blue team rushed out a Tsar, which going up against this T1, it is going to have a field day out here. Looks like we got a slew of medium tanks coming in to try and take care of this, but wow, every shot just takes out half the HP of just a group of them. Such a big AoE radius. Gosh, look at that. This T1 doesn't have much of a chance against it. Oh, about this, though. Gonna get it surrounded. Oh, he went for the Geo and he didn't pop it. Oh, no. Gets surrounded. It's gonna get taken out, yeah? Yep, there it goes. I think one of the Janices actually is what did it. Oh, wow. Blue's here to resurrect it immediately. Wow. Oh, no. And they've got all the forces here to protect the res. Looks like Red ended up dying out here because LLT brought his commander back up here. That is not good. Look at this. That is efficiency right there. Taking this unit that was rushed out and just resurrecting it on the front line. Oh. Gosh. We do have some Mausers out, which can outrange it and actually start dealing some heavy damage to the Tsar. They moved in closer, though. I don't know if that's the best idea. There goes the Geo. So taking down some income here for that team. The Mausers are doing a good job of taking this down. It didn't get healed all the way up before it went back in, so... Gosh. Just devastation. And then, yep, here comes the Resbots. Heal it back up. Meanwhile, we do have some Mausers out for the green player, Mar. So now we have proper T2 against T2 with some T1 filler on the front lines. Let's see, we got some ducks going against submarines and destroyers. The destroyers are going to take them out. The ducks can trade out really well against these T1 subs, but the destroyers, on the other hand, have the HP to deal with the ducks. Let's see, what do we got here? The Ice on Skates is getting a decent force set up here to lock down this front line. We got a lot of Mausers, and he's got this radar bot and the radar jammer, Umbra. Looks like we're trying for a little bit of a run by here with the medium tanks, while the Tsar comes down, gets the commander, and that's Venutost's commander going down. Air player tries to bring in gunships. I pull my fighters to bring those down and provide air support. Looks like the pink commander's base is going to get ravaged here by this T1. There is T2 to take it down, but it's already in here dealing the economic damage. The pink commander... Oh, he doesn't lose his bot lab. So he loses one mech, some energy production. He gets to keep 2 T2 mexes in his bot lab, so he's not totally taken down. Some welders just coming forward on their own. I don't know how effective that'll be. Had a pause there because the player over here on the blue team, this player, disconnected, so we had to have someone take over that and continue on with 7 as opposed to 8 players. Tsar is still out here, shelling away at what's left of these T1 units. Well, there was a bot lab here for the pink player. Not anymore. Got Sheldon coming in, though. Sheldon can outrange the Tsar. They're not going to kill it quickly, but they can kite it backwards. The Tsar's not an overly fast unit. I don't think he has vision right now, though. No, he does. He can see where it is. Between the Sheldon and the lightning tanks, they're going to get this taken down. I don't know, maybe this time it'll be for good. Looks like on the sea we got more ducks. Many more ducks this time, though. Looks like we made a coastal torpedo launcher to help deal with these. Which is one way to deal with them. Torpedo bombers would be the most efficient way to deal with them, but I don't even think me as the air player knew about this happening. I was not paying attention to this part of the map. And it looks like LLT is able to clear them up. So try as he might, the red player is not getting into the sea. Got a bunch of lightning tanks coming forwards here, though. Trying to take out Jito Man's commander. He gets cloaked. And there's a couple gauntlets here, which should be able to deal with the lightning tanks. They're getting shelled by these shelled in. That was a little bit redundant. No pun intended. We've got a gauntlet over here on high fire mode. Oh man, these sea units from the uncontested side here. The Pony Express already has a battleship out, missile boats coming through, and this is really going to make it difficult to hold this front line. It's really, really difficult to stand your ground when you've got missile boats and battleships shelling you from the sea. Although right now he's hitting his own players' units with the tick spam that's coming through. Gotta be careful with these missile boats. They aim well in front of these ticks, which doesn't bode well for the static defense. What do we have for tech player here? How is he doing in the back line? We got 1.5 APHIS. He does have regular fusion. And on the other side, Tapest is well far ahead. So Potato Manners has got a fusion and an APHIS, and he's halfway through his second APHIS, whereas Tapest has 2 APHISes done and is halfway through his third. It doesn't seem like a lot, but you know, that's 6,000 energy production there, with all, and plus all these wind turbines. Where over here you've got, 4,000 energy production and just a very tiny amount of wind turbine energy. What's his energy income? 4307 versus 7350. Almost double. That's a big difference in income. And if you're just continuing to eco, your income just keeps getting larger and larger, and it's going to spiral out of control. Got Tigers coming in this time. Gonna take out what was remaining of Venutost's base. Takes out all the economy. Now we're coming around the backside of Jukestar's economy. Take out some converters, wind turbines. We got a lot of wind turbines here that are going to chain react. There they go. Just so much wind income going down the drain. Converters go down. Come down here, get the build power here for Ice on Skates. APHIS that was in production goes down. More converters, metal extractors, build power, everything going down for Ice on Skates. The advanced Geo. And there it goes. Takes a lot of the Tigers with it when it goes, though. Welders coming in and cleaning up these res buffs that we're going to try and reclaim all this destruction. Where are these Tigers heading afterwards here? Let's see. Heading down to try for the Eco and the Air player. Looks like Venotost had relocated. We got Fiends coming and chasing down these Tigers, which, if they get surrounded them, the Fiends do a lot of damage. Getting them cleaned up. Is it going to get them cleaned up before they get to the Eco of the Air player? That's the question. Ooh, Glowmander with some nice D-guns, though. Takes out the rest of those. It looks like Potato has shifted over into T3 production and has chose to go with Demons. So he's going with the 2 Aphis and 1 Fusion going into unit production. And going with Demons. They're going to need to get some economic damage done here to pull themselves back into this. Right now you're looking at about... well, it depends on the reclaim, actually. It's a lot closer than I thought it would be with the economy after the damage that was just done. Still fairly close to even. About a 50 metal difference. Or, wow, that's a lot of difference now. There must have been some serious reclaim that was going on. Well, we got some torpedo bombers here from Yellow coming in against the LLT's forces. Fighter screen is pulled. Looks like Glowmander is not going to contest with his fighters, so his torp bombers just go down. They did take out a couple ships, but you gotta protect those. The torp bombers are not cheap. They are what, 410 metal and 8,200 energy each. Here comes the Demon, and he's got a bunch of Fiends backing him up. Let's see if he can get in and if they can get some economic damage done and hit back. Taking out all the artillery that was on the front line. Cheeto Man's commander comes in for the D-gun, gets the Demon and dies to the Fiends afterwards. It's so hard to D-gun Demons to begin with. They just have such high damage output. Another Demon right behind it. These Starlights definitely helping. We got missile boats from LLT trying to take out the pond player. It's always so frustrating when you're playing in this position if the C on the other side isn't taken. Well, the same thing's happening over here. The Pony Express has got missile boats just launching artillery in. And torpedo bombers coming in. There is a flak boat. It's going to take care of some of these. We need more than one, though, to deal with this many torpedo bombers. Very efficient at taking out ships. Just like that, all of those missile boats are gone. Taking out these mexes here, too. Fighters are engaged on this side. Whoop, sorry. fighter screen comes in to cover the torpedo bombers, but unfortunately, don't think they're going to make it too much farther as the bombers went before the fighters. There's not a whole lot of fighters up here for the yellow commander. And on the front line, Demon just taking care of the spam, but he's getting hit by a battleship while he's doing it. Demons are one of the best units for dealing with T1 spam because there's very, very large cone of damage that comes out from them and just obliterates any of it before it can get in range to deal any damage. What do we have? Alright, we've got Shiva's going out. Where's he taking him? Okay, he's gonna come up over here, which is... It's got vision and it's got walls. And some fat boys. It's going to take a while for these Shiva to get there. They're not the fastest unit on the planet. Looks like Potato Manners has started to continue scaling his economy. And it looks like Tapest has the exact same idea on the opposite side of the map. Just going to take Shiva and slow walk him around. But on this side, the red player doesn't have anything set up here. He does have some construction bots queued setting up Dragon's Maws, which they would be good against things like ducks or platypus, not good against things that outrange them like Shiva. Because unfortunately, the Dragon's Maw range is 410 and the Shiva is 650, so you can just stay out of range and blow them down. What are we up to? We're up to 5.5 aphises for Tapest. It looks like the red team, though, is definitely doing better overall with economy, given their position, than I thought they were. It looks like they're behind by about 100 or so metal per second off of just the income, but they are getting much more of the res and the reclaim, which you can be below on income if you're getting more reclaim, and they are doing a good job of that. Oh, missile boat's back. Here, being a pain on the front line. We got T1 spam going past T1 spam. I don't know what they're getting vision for. There's no units with range that can actually utilize the vision. I suppose these missile boats can. Not exactly the best usage for dealing with T1 spam. Definitely effective at it, if they can actually hit it, though. What is the red player is going with? Advanced amphibious crawling bombs cloaked. So what are we going to try and do with these? Where are these going? I'm going to try and take out the production of LLT. Interesting. Well, we've got more demons coming through for Potato Manners. Looks like he shifted from the Shivas to the demons. How are these crawling bombs doing? Where'd the rest of them go? Did they get spotted? Or did he run out of energy and they decloaked? I don't know. They are getting spotted, in fact. Not getting hit, though. There we go, got hit. Does take some things out for its troubles. Ducks coming through again. This time, though, AA boats are not ideal for taking on ducks. Those are going to die. Bunch of roughneck gunships from the yellow player. Gonna encounter a fighter wall, which is not what you want for the roughnecks. A lot of my fighters just went down. Going to continue into the yellow player's fighter wall with my fighters since I already lost most of them. This demon is making it a lot farther than the previous ones. Well, I can tell you what happens when one demon goes against two, and it's not good for the one demon, that's for sure. Whoops, sorry. Alright. More demons coming through, just one at a time though, piecemeal. It's not how you break through usually. The demons though for the blue team had moved out of position. Not quite fast enough to get through. Look at all this spam coming out. So much spam. We got a behemoth coming down the middle. That is something that usually warrants a D-gun. Some Shivas that are caught here not being managed and just creating chaos, but not really destroying anything. A lot of random, non-coherent stuff going through. Got these demons coming one at a time, which, when you look at how fast he's pumping these out, I mean, he could save up for just a little bit and send them in a group of, 4 or 5, as opposed to sending them piecemeal. Like, here you go, like, these are grouped up. Because it's grouped up, it becomes much stronger. It is unfortunately getting shot at by a Black Hydra capital ship, which is no laughing matter. Those do put out a lot of damage, and from a very, very long ways away. One heck of a range on these things. Demon coming in. Wasp's not exactly the best unit for dealing with this. Looks like Potato is definitely calling for the yellow player to bring forth his heir. Was not happy that his demons were getting slowly plinked away by wasps. Yellow player brings forward his heir. I bring forward my fighters. Take a favorable trade because his fighters are running away, getting some free shots on them. Bunch of cataphract hover tanks coming in, trying to deal with the Pony Express's navy, but these hover tanks are nowhere near as good as a capital ship with a lot of destroyer and cruiser escorts. Looks like Pony Express is going for Finch spam for vision, trying to make the most of the range of that battleship. Still just got the demon span coming up from Potato Manners. Got a Juggernaut coming out from Tapest, whose economy is just growing. 400 metal per second. Got Platypi coming out from the green player Mar, which Pony Express sees, and looks like he's shifting to make sure he takes control of the sea, or maintains control of the seas. Demon finally getting in to deal some economic damage here. Does take out a fusion, some converters, and what was left of Wizard's original base. Wizard still has plenty of regular fusion reactors, but getting any economic damage done is what you need to do. That noise. As soon as you hear that noise, you know that your demons are no longer going to trade well. Oof. And we got some Juggernauts coming up to the top here. Going to provide support from up on high. Two turtles coming through. I don't know where they're going to get to, but they're going to get there slowly but surely. Holy cow, the spam. Looks like he's just hanging out. I don't know why. These two turtle are gonna get annihilated by the combination of the Pulsar and the Fat Boys. Yeah. LLT is just taking and doing T1 hover tank spam. I don't know how effective that is. Maybe he's just trying to get vision for his missile boats, but his missile boats are taking out the hover tanks. So, not very effective here. Literally shooting himself in the foot. Every single time. That's funny. Looks like we got an airwave coming in. Yellow's fighters come forward, followed by a bunch of roughnecks. Going after the demons here of Judo-Man. Here comes the combined fighters of myself and Tapest. Tapest continues into the fighter wall. Gonna get all of his planes shot down, but he did take a lot of their planes down. How is my economy here? A bunch of fusions starting on an APHIS, trying to ramp up my economy. Middle here is just becoming I don't even know how to describe it. You've got just T3 on both sides, but as soon as you get past this little choke point, everything dies off so fast you can't make it into the back lines. A Juggernaut and a bunch of Juggernauts coming forward from Tapest. A couple Shiva here. Not enough to stop this. Deal some damage to it before it gets through, but that's about it. What do we have to respond here? Well, looks like Potato Manners has his own jug. Doesn't have any support with it, but if it does go down in the middle of these Juggernauts, the Juggernauts are going to go down with it. More Roughnecks coming in, but the Cargonath have their little backpack AA guns. And there's some flak trucks too, actually. Looks like they're both just on move commands, gonna pass each other by in the night. Potato's Jug goes down, takes out flak trucks, a couple Cargonath, and leaves another one almost dead. And pretty sure these Cargonath are gonna get dealt with here by this Thor and this Jug. Yeah. If these would have been controlled to go up onto this hill, they would have been fine. But Thor is definitely gonna take these out. There is some static D back here too. Pulsar in a very strange position. It looks like this one's not getting dealt with in time. Might take out some tidal generators. Nah, it's targeting the chaff. Two Jugs shooting at it. Looks like maybe Juggernauts missile or somebody's actually took out these tidal generators. Missile boats, though, still raining down support from the seas. Now they have vision. There goes all of the eco of the pond player. Ooh, sets his Jugger. Okay, well, changed his mind. He was going to self-D. Tapest comes in with his fighter screen again. Let's see. Can this Juggernaut make it to the eco of red? What are we at? 10% health. It's got a Persecutor and a Bulwark firing at it, but it's already in range. It's on self-destruct command. I don't know if it's going to be a big enough radius. Takes it out. Red player sent back to the Stone Ages. He's got a mechs. He's got a resbot. That's about it. A couple T3 units, and he just leaves the game. Orange player takes over the units. Got a lot of eco here from Potato Manners. Venutost has really came back in from getting pushed off the front line to now having a 4 APHIS plus economy. The air players got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 APHIS and a couple fusions. On my side, I've got a bunch of fusions. Not even an APHIS. But one of my teammates gave me a couple APHISes because he just has, you know, too many. There's so much economy going on here. Almost 2k metal a second for the blue team and 1 to 1 1/4 for the red team. Going in with some dragons. Jukestar's commander gets a D-gun off on a demon. Dragons, though, take a lot to bring down. And there goes the air player's eco. That should pretty much be it, I think. At this point, you've got the sea player still has command and control of the seas on his side. You got Venutost and Potato Manners here, which they have good economies, but they don't have anything near the economy that the other side does. It's just going to be a matter of time before they get taken out. Jukestar's commander, look at the experience on him. Holy cow. Spider wall. Juggernauts still coming through. Resbots are trying to bring these guys back together. Tapest's firewall comes through, taking out the rest of the planes that Venuto had put up. What is Tapest building other than planes at the moment? Regular bombers. And just T1 spam and a lot of builders. Looks like we're going to be trying to build a Ragnarok or a Calamity. Bombing run takes out the economy of Manu Toast. Coming in for the economy of Potato Manors. The build power is already gone. Oh, there we go. Takes it out. At this point, Jukescar goes down with Potato Manor's commander, and Pony Express are the only ones left. Alright, let's speed this up here. This game is pretty much done here, so if you enjoy the cast, enjoy the game, hit the like button. If you want to see something else or have advice on how to do things better, leave a comment, let me know. Otherwise, thank you for watching, and this has been one of my replays where, you know, I actually feel like I did a good job in supporting my team. Just trying to take this one last commander out. If he doesn't resign, which is sort of a bad sportsmanship, you know. Torpedo bombers are going to find him down here. And gonna put an end to the shenanigans that the Pony Express is doing without resigning here as the lone living commander for the red team. And oh, he doesn't know how to self-destruct. He is a newer player, so maybe. And torpedo bombers finally take him out. That's it. GG. Thanks, everybody. See you next time.